Hey, welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. I'm excited to introduce you to two individuals with the Wasatch Food Revolution. We have Dr. Raven and also Melissa Milam. And you are the founder of the Wasatch chapter of the Wasatch Food Revolution. So thanks for being with us this morning, you guys.
Good to be here.
Great to have you and to tell our audience about what you're doing. It sounds like such an interesting and really inspiring cause, what you're trying to push in the area. So first off, Melissa, tell me, what is the Wasatch Food Revolution?
It is an official chapter of the Jamie Oliver's Food Revolution, and we are a coalition of 30-plus parents, health professionals, and business owners with the common goal of improving and supporting school lunch.
Great. And this is something, how long has this been in development? When did you start this chapter?
This is actually pretty new. I'm new to the area. I have experienced the best of the best and the worst of the worst in school lunch. The best being our time in Burlington, Vermont, where everything was locally produced and provided by the local organic farm down the street. Yeah, it was great.
That is really good.
It was phenomenal. And then we spent about 9 months in a northern town in Tennessee, where my 9-year-old at the time gained 10 pounds in 9 months. Soda was widely available, and they didn't have recess. There was a TV in the lunchroom. So I experienced the worst of the worst, made another move to Utah, where I decided I was just going to get involved right away, figure out what was going on. So I met with the food service supervisor in Wasatch, and was actually pretty pleasantly surprised they were already doing some of the right things. So my head start was already made for me.
That's wonderful. And Dr. Raven, how do you feel about being part of this whole movement to bring healthier foods to kids in the area for their school lunches?
I love it. Anything that promotes improved health. I mean, we have to become proactive as a community, as a nation. We're falling behind. We rank 37th in the world for healthy, productive years lived as a country.
37th.
37th.
And that's crazy to some people because, you know, the U.S., they say, oh, some people think it's so advanced in certain areas, but not so much when you rank it in certain areas.
Correct, and we spend the most. And so something's not right. And so anything like this that can get in at this age and start to teach kids and improve options they have and help empower them that, hey, food matters. What you eat affects how you feel, how you live, how your body grows.
How you perform in school.
Correct.
The biggest one of all.
Correct. And so it's a no-brainer for me. I love it. I support it fully because this is how we start to change this beautiful country. We're way too fantastic to be feeding our kids what we feed them. That doesn't work. That's not okay.
And I like your focus on that because I think fast food is just so readily available, and especially for kids, vending machines. What are some of the measures this movement would like to take to change? You said providing food from like local producers. What are some other specific things that are being done?
Well, we're raising money, first of all, to give directly to the Wasatch food service people to buy better ingredients. The funding is not there. And then we want to educate because the federal regulations have changed, and next year everything's different. Smaller servings of protein, larger servings of fruits and vegetables, less sugar. So the kids are not going to be as excited about the changes as we as parents are. So we want to educate them and excite them about it. And some of the ways we plan to do that are classroom gardens, field trips to local farms, and then providing teachers who teach nutrition and cooking with fresh fruits and vegetables just to learn to cook.
And what essential skills, I think, a lot of kids they have the idea of, processed foods, I can pop it in the microwave, I'm good to go. So how helpful is that? These kids come home from school, they can have those, fresh fruit and vegetable options and have things to do with them.
Exactly, know what to do with them. And we want to bring things back home, back to the kitchen, back to cooking, back to healthful ingredients. And
wonderful.
How cool would it be to have the kids starting to influence the parents?
Exactly.
Mom, why don't we have some more, carrots? We grew them in
That
our
would make
class.
the parent pass out, probably.
Exactly.
You want
why
healthy
not?
food?
Why couldn't that happen? A kid, you put food that's good in front of them, they will eat it.
Yes.
It's just, I think we've kind of got this belief, well, they won't eat it because reality is, it tastes good. That once you start eating fresh and clean and good, kids, they want that. Their bodies crave that. We've just got them programmed through television and advertising that, hey, this junk is what we eat. And so we kind of, it's easy. But easy doesn't make it the way that we want.
Dr. Raven, I think you've hit that point exactly. A lot of people, especially kids, are so accustomed to, things like high fructose, corn syrup, or just a lot of things that are very sugary, whether it be fruit snacks, really sugary, even fruit drinks. And that's what their bodies become accustomed to. And I'm sure I can attest to it myself when you're on that healthier diet and all of a sudden you switch to sugar, you were just like a dad, you're like, oh my gosh, how did
Yeah,
I survive on
energy zap.
sugar before?
Yep.
Yeah, and so I think you're right. It's just a matter of, allowing kids to learn those principles that will really, make a huge effect on them later in life. Because what better age to teach them out than
exactly.
this one?
Exactly.
So, and what has been your experience so far in working with people that have heard about this program?
Well, my biggest success was actually getting the support of the superintendent.
Oh, good.
He was wonderful. He said that he, was our support and not a roadblock in the way. So that was great. And I think through that and being able to get into the schools and provide that education, that it's going to be well received. So far is well received, but we've only hit a small portion of our community down there. So.
Good. Well, of course, any start is a good start, and it's good to hear about this. And you guys have an event coming up.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So I'll tell you what I know, and you fill in the gaps,
Sure.
all right? So April 21st, 9 a.m. at the high school there in Heber. They're going to have a 5K. It's designed to, what's the title? Lunch Lady?
Love Your Lunch Ladies 5K.
And you guys have a pretty fun logo. I think we might be able to show this in his
Tell them about that logo.
It's cute. So the logo was an
there it is.
inspiration, from one of our food service ladies down there, who was watching news one night, News Channel 2. Mark Cobell comes on and says, "Stay tuned to learn how to get rid of your lunch lady arms." And she was mad. So she, through some peer pressure from friends, wrote a letter, and he actually came down to her school, served lunch, and apologized.
Oh.
So we designed this lady with her nice strong arm and her spatula to show that we've got some mean lunch ladies that can serve a healthy lunch.
Good. Very good.
Yeah.
And so this is the 5K happening in about, a month.
Right.
A month and a half or so. Probably about a month. So get prepped for that. Get ready,
And it's
you guys.
super family friendly, super family oriented. There's a 1K kind of.
Well, we have a little quarter-mile run for the kids that they can enter. There'll be balloons and prizes. We have a lunch lady that you can chase, and if you can pass her, then you get entered into an opportunity drawing for pretty
Who's
cool
the
prizes.
lunch lady?
It's actually my brother.
Oh, really? I was gonna say, are you going to dress up, Dr.
He's a pretty fast runner, so I think we won't get
That I really like the element, chase down the lunch lady.
right.
That
And
really
she's
isn't a
fast.
lunch
She's
lady.
strong. Yeah, she's bad.
Very cool. So how can people go about registering for this and getting involved and even volunteering for the 5K?
Oh, we would love to have volunteers. They can contact me personally at girlsgettingfit.com is where most of my information is. And we do have a registration on Eventbrite for the 5K. And we are also looking for sponsors. And
Wonderful.
Definitely in need of sponsors. And we're welcoming vendors as well.
Oh, good.
So local products will be for sale at our race as
So,
well.
those who are looking into, having a booth there or something, what kind of things would you say you're looking, or vendors you're looking to bring in?
We're looking for healthy.
Healthy
We're looking
vendors.
for local.
Sorry,
Right.
cupcake shops.
We really want to push the healthy local foods.
Which makes sense.
Right.
Great. So that would be great to, of course, have that, local involvement from those producers out there. Any of you guys are local businesses
Exactly.
that are help.
Would love to have them.
Great thing to be a part of and to get that exposure with you guys. So, and then Dr. Raven, what are you guys kind of expecting as far as turnout for this? This is the first time you're doing it. What's the goal?
So my feeling is this is something that, again, is quite a no-brainer. If you're a small business owner out there, if you're a parent, if you're anyone who's involved, come, support it, be a part, make this a fantastic turnout, make this well beyond anything that we could even expect. The venue can support a huge crowd, so I want it to be great. If you're a small business owner, call in, donate a couple gift certificates to be raffled off, donate some time,
That's a great
donate some
idea.
money, because
For a raffle.
any win, any movement forward in a community here improves the whole. Does it make sense? If Park City School District improves, it puts pressure for the rest. If Wasatch
They
School
set the
District,
standard
that's right.
for
we
that
start to
healthy
we start to
food.
move the whole system in a direction,
Very
and
good.
rather than wait for a federal mandate, I don't think that's the answer. I think we need to step up and say, these are our kids. I'm not okay with what's going on. Let's change it. April 21st, we have a chance to be heard.
Great. And what a great shout out, of course, for parents, that play one of the probably the most critical role in this in feeding their kids and giving them those options that are healthy, and what a great way to be involved. Let's give that website one more time. How do they register?
They can register at girlsgettingfit.com. And we also have a direct registration on Eventbrite.
Okay.
You can just...
Can they access that through Girls Getting Fit?
You can, yes.
Okay,
The registration
perfect.
is on that website as well.
All right. Thank you
So.
very much, Melissa and
Thank you.
Dr. Raven. So great to have you guys on. And I know that, Park City, of course, with a lot of recreational enthusiasts and people that love the outdoor life. And, of course, I know it would be great supporters of what you're doing. So
We hope
I really
so.
appreciate you coming in and giving us that inside look into, you know, what needs to be fixed. And, you know, it is possible to improve. And I think that's the message here.
Correct.
It's
Yes.
great to hear that. So thank you so much,
Yeah,
both of you,
thank
for
you.
joining us
Yeah.
this
Appreciate
morning
having us.
on the Mountain Morning Show. We're going to be right back.